Well, good morning, all you gorgeous people. Grandma Bev here from Life with Grandma Bev, and welcome to this week's version of Ride Along With Me. Now, this is Wednesday. No, this is Tuesday. It doesn't matter here if I go out on Tuesdays or what day, because if I was going to be going to the Goodwill store, they don't have the same schedule as they do down in Yuma, where, Tuesday is senior day. This is just a regular day for them, I guess. Anyway, as soon as they got in the car, it started raining. Sky is gray. It's a little bit of blue over that way, but by the end of the week, by Friday, we're supposed to be around 80. So yesterday was 52. Right now, my car says it's 54. So where are we going? We are going into town, which means Silverdale, because I have one of my first doctor appointments since I'm back, and that's with the Pulmonary Doctor for my, always out of breath, and my cough that I've had for 4 years. So, I have an idea to put before her, as could it be my trachea that maybe has a blockage, and that's why I don't get enough air and stuff. We'll see what she says. You feel like you got to do your own research. I mean, for 4 years they've been trying to figure it out. Heart doctor says lungs, lung doctor says heart, so what can you do? Well. So from there, go to the Dollar Tree that's in Silverdale, because I've run across things as I've been doing my videos that I need here at home, because I left a lot of stuff down in Yuma. So, and then from there, that's the same center that Michael's and TJ Maxx is in, so we'll see how I'm feeling, and that'll determine whether I go into one of the other two stores too. Right now I want to turn you around. Okay, and the reason being, of course, it's rain, but going down into our little town, since we've been gone, look to your right, and there is a big building they've been working on since we've been gone. Look at that, I mean, that is big. They're also building like an underground garage, which they need that for parking here. I mean, see, it's a big, 3-story. It was an old building there, but they're adding to it, and they're going to add a bunch of stuff. So that was new. I'm hot. Otherwise, what else did I notice was empty or gone from here when we drove through? Looks like something's out of there. Oh, this used to be on the corner here what they call Bad Blanche, and that was a really nice antique store. And that's been there for as long as I can remember. So it must have left during the winter. I was really surprised. Unless they moved somewhere else, I'll have to check it out. But now this one spot, you see the corner there with the umbrellas right next to it. That place is always empty. Somebody will go in there, and within a short while, they're gone. So I don't know why. Yeah, because they're in a good spot. Up here to my right, you see the big colonial type looking building. That's Martha and Mary, which is a nursing home where my dad and my mom both died in through no fault of the nursing homes. And then they also have a school, which the school looks like it's no longer there in that building. They moved it into the Martha and Mary. See how gray the sky is. Lovely day. wear long pants ever since we've gotten home. Now, Bob keeps insisting on wearing his shorts. I've only seen him in long pants. He had a pair of jeans on one day. I forget where he was going or what he was doing. So, I've been on this road since we've gotten home. Not really much new here. But when we turn onto Viking Way, that's where a new thrift store is going in for fish line. So I don't think I have time to go up through there to see if it opens yet, but there will be 2 thrift stores that are operated by fish line. Now, it's not raining hard, it's kind of sprinkling a little bit, which that's generally what it is here in Washington. You get maybe a sprinkle every once in a while. Sometimes it rains hard, but not often. Or maybe it does when I'm gone in the winter. I know it's been so long since I've had to spend a winter here. Thank God. I don't like this dreary weather. Makes me want to stay in bed in the morning even longer. And I already stay in bed long enough. I have you generally pointed towards my right because that's usually where things are that I want to show you. Then when we come home, I'll show you what's on the other side of the road. Oops. Oh, it just made the light in time. Buildings have old signs taken off of them, so maybe something's going to finally go into them. Gas right down here is $4.89 at the Mobil station, but it's $4.49 or something like that at Safeway, where we get our gas. Let's see, let me see if I can see up there if it's open yet. Doesn't look like it. Until we get down, coming down the hill. Okay, we're starting to come down the hill. The rain picked up for about halfway through, but now it's easing up, and it looks like the sun is shining down in Silverdale. Let's turn you a little bit so you can see. Shouldn't be doing this when I'm driving, but yeah, let's see. To come back in here again tomorrow for my urologist, but I'm not going to record it because I just posted this morning, Tuesday, they're right along with us for when Bob and I went over to the ocean, so don't want to have too many of those during the week for you. Oh, it sounds like my air finally came on. Now I can close my window. is where Bob and I originally moved to when we got married. We lived in this town. Oh, they're really adding on to that fire department. Wow. Anyway, we moved here for 14 years before moving to where we're at now, which that's been 19 years, I think, since 2004. So 20. Oh my goodness. Where's time going? Ah, boy. Just took a swig of my soda. And we're coming around the bend here. Up to my left, you'll see the big hospital that was built a couple of years ago. More than a couple, it's been a few. Pretty nice hospital. I haven't had to be in it. I've gone into it for different tests. But what's going on up here? Is that ambulance coming out to go where I see this accident or something up here. Okay, looks like they're gonna make me turn. Okay, can you see the lights flashing? Oh, somebody T-boned somebody. Totally turned sideways. So we're driving up through the hospital to go around. And come out on the other side of where the accident's at. Looked like somebody must have pulled out of the hospital parking lot and somebody, what do you call it, T-boned them right in the side because the car was totally turned to the side. What have they done here? They've changed the parking lot a little bit. It used to be able to go out right here, but now you got to go down here and up and around. So I just thought you'd like a tour. The hospital. Big parking garage. If you make a left on this road that we're going to make a right on, that's where I used to live, was up there. So that was real close to the hospital. They had just built a small portion of it that was just for emergency and women's issues and things. Now it's a hospital for everything, for everybody. And the one that they had in Bremerton is totally closed down. It was an old hospital, but it was really a pain to get to. Now let's see, can I see any more down there? No, I'm right next to a car. Far down. That's the nice part about having lived in here. I know my way around, so if we get stuck there at a light. Or not just a light, but like an accident where you know you'll be left for a while. Okay, now I'm back on the street I was on. Pretty, isn't it? Hill ahead of me. Okay, well, I'm going to go in and I'll be back. Hopefully I had some good news if she's taking me seriously this time. Be right back. And I am back. Well, here we go again. Same old, same old. Having my plethora, what do you call it, of appointments. Okay, so she did, because, you know, I have a inhaler for asthma. Well, she changed it to a stronger one, to Trilogy. Is that the one with the gal dancing away in the commercial? I don't know. Let's take that out of my purse so I don't go in the store with them. Okay. Well, my blood pressure was 112/70, so that's good. So, you know, I just don't have high blood pressure, surprisingly. I take after my dad on that. Thank you, Dad. Why do people have to park crooked? Guy next to me, then they're all crooked. And you know I'm not good at backing up anymore. Okay, so got new medication. Have to have a breathing test. So I've got an appointment for the breathing test and a follow-up test. I mean, a follow-up the same day with her. So we can go over if that new is working better than the other one. I brought up this area of the trachea. Of course, she says, well, I'm not the one that would handle that. Okay. Another piece of the pie coming up. Says my gastro person. I need to mention that to him. So I need to set up an appointment for him anyway. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So see, that accident's all clear up. So I got to go back to him. I need to go for what I call a rotor-rooter of my esophagus anyway, because you know, scar tissue builds up and they got great and they got to shave it off down there. Okay, and then she says, oh, when you haven't been back to were you supposed to follow up at the cardiologist? Oh, no. So she looks at her, yeah, well, after 6 months, within 6 months. Well, it's been 2 years since I saw him. So I had to stop by there, set up an appointment. That's next Wednesday. So that will be our Ride Along With Me day. If you have any ideas on where you'd like me to stop, you know, make comments below on this. Otherwise, everything's the same, you know, what can I say? But, you know, I hate it when you have to go from doctor to doctor to doctor. It's my theory of a pie. And every time you go to a doctor, they got to make sure all their buddies and everybody also gets a piece of the pie. So, that's that. Now, when I come back to her in 2 months, to see how that new medication's working, the same day I have the breathing test. I guess to see if I'm still breathing. and maybe that will help me with my breathlessness. I don't think so. So, And I got to come back again in October before I head down to Yuma. So now we are going down to Dollar Tree. Still haven't decided if I want to go into Michael's or TJ Maxx. I wish there was some way you guys could tell me while I'm recording this. Okay. Boy, I lined up all the way back up here. Okay, I'm coming up to the stoplight to turn in for Dollar Tree. See, that last summer or so, whenever it was, they opened up a Winco over here in one of the old Sears stores that went out. Here we go. Here we go. Doesn't look too crowded at TJ Maxx. But this road that I'm going down is always crowded. Because the people going to Dollar Tree and Michael's. Why'd that guy go that way? Oh, just to pull through. I'm gonna go over a little more just in case I go down to TJ Maxx. Nothing new in this center and nothing gone. I have to always remember now that I'm home in Washington to bring a bag in with me because they charge for bags here. Let's go down the next row. Yeah, that'll do. That way I'm between both of them. I guess it's probably kind of a given that I'll go into TJ Maxx too. So you guys take a rest. I'll be back. I am back. Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. I didn't spend much. The Dollar Tree looked like they were stocking a lot of stuff, but I don't know. Nothing new there really to excite me. And then they don't have any of the $3 to $5 or $7 items in that store. So it's always just the same old. Sprinkling a little bit when I came out. So my glasses got a little wet. But I did go into TJ Maxx. And I was disappointed there too. Yeah. Part of the problem with TJ Maxx anymore for me is I don't buy all the masks and different makeup and all that kind of stuff anymore because I don't it just doesn't, I don't get much content in the way people looking at those videos. So and that's what I mainly used to look for, because then I would send them off to that place I used to send all the stuff to. Carly's, whatever it was. Oh, and then I like the way this TJ Maxx is always set up. But they look like they were out of a lot of stuff. I mean, there were a lot of big empty blank areas, on the floor, like space. So I only got like 2 things there. And just a small order of things from Dollar Tree. I was mainly going into Dollar Tree because I wanted some little hooks to put my little things up on the wall behind me. And I left those all down in Yuma. Oh no, should I go anywhere today? It's raining. Maybe I should go home. I don't know what. Well, I don't know. I'm so confused. And crazy. I just get so hot when I'm in those stores, you know? Okay. Let's go here. Oh, my back wiper's going. There's nobody behind me. There's somebody with a stroller and a kid sitting in it, non-covered. It's getting all wet. Poor baby. Pretty baby, though. Someday I ought to just go in the mall, walk around, sit, show you what stores are left. I have no idea what's in there because it's been so many years since I've been in the mall. Oh, I've got a red light. He's got a red light. Oh, now it turned green. Okay, for him. Did get a little lunch. Eat on the way home. Let's empty that out. I only got one pack. I was a good girl. And only 2 packs of the marshmallows. But normally I get cookies, I get chips, I get everything you can think of, anything that's sweet. But we're pretty much at the end of all the crap junk we have at home. So we're going to start trying to lose weight. When I went in the doctor's office and the gal, you know, the medical assistant had me in there. She was like, do you know what your weight is? Of course. So at least she didn't have to humiliate me by making me get on the scale. She took my word for it. Probably because nobody would say they're that weight unless they really were. One thing, though, that the doctor suggests I get, and it's something that she uses, because she uses a CPAP machine, and it's called Zyla Melts. Get it over the counter, you can get it at Amazon, you know, my favorite store. And so you go to bed at night, you put it between you know, over there, between your teeth and your gums or whatever, and it sticks on there, and it helps so your mouth doesn't get so dry. So you could even try it during the day, which I thought, oh man, I'd love to have something like that. It helps with my dry mouth. Ew. So I'll order some of that today when I get home. Looking at how big they're making that fire department, and then forget there's a light up here that cars are stopping at. I didn't tell you guys, I got a kind of a surprise message the other night on Facebook Messenger. It was from this guy. And he said, I'm living at 2743 Limerick Road. That had been your parents' house, my parents' house. Oh my God. And anyway, he's, I don't see red lights flashing, but I don't know if I can go around. Yeah, stop sign's out. So he bought the house that my parents, and the house I kind of grew up in. I didn't spend as many years there. But the last house that I was in, the house that's always in the many dreams I have of things going on in my life. And he said that he remembered my dad especially, that he's got a tree in his yard, a Japanese maple tree that he calls Mr. Randall. Because he said my dad was always so nice to him. And they had one of those big curved driveways. And I guess when he was about 4 years old, now this kid's 43 now, still a kid to me. 43. Oh, shoot, another bus stop. And he said he was riding his little bike or something, and my dad told him that he could turn around in our driveway because he wants him to be careful and not, fall down and get hurt and stuff. And he always remembered my dad. Well, see, it turns out his mother lived 2 doors down. And his mother was my sister's age. So that was his mother. And, of course, my mom and his grandma were friends. So, yeah, he's younger than my daughters. So that was really kind of a surprising little thing. So I looked through his phone. Of course, he also sent me a Facebook, invite. So I was looking through his photos, trying to see pictures of the house, from how it looks now, from when my mom and dad moved out in '93. It's always kind of fun when you get this just like that, from people from way back. And I mean way back. And this kid wasn't even alive or thought of. Because when I was 19 when I moved out. So my sister was like 12. So that's how old this kid's mother was. And he's got a tree called Mr. Randall. I thought of something to talk about. Bob and I watched, overnight actually, Saturday and Sunday, we watched this whole series called Trigger Point. And it takes place in England, and it's about a bomb squad. And I tell you, the first episode, you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. Whew, I mean, it got us hooked. So there were only 6 episodes. So we watched about 4 the first night and then finished up the other 2 the next day. Each episode was really something, dealing with trying to detonate and stop these bombs, or even find out maybe where they're hidden. The only thing is, when you watch something like that, then you try watching something else that's more mild and laid back. It's like, ooh, this is boring. Because we started watching another one. What's it called? Something, I don't know, Chestershire, something like that. And it's a mystery one, but not a real exciting one. Maybe I'll turn when I get up here and go see if the thrift store's open. Let's go see if they've opened the thrift store. If they have, maybe I'll go into it. first moved over here, doesn't look like it. This was an RV lot. It sold RVs. It doesn't look like they're open yet. Let's see. No, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they're anywhere near ready. Unless she means in that. Or maybe she means attached to the building that the. Oh, they got dental clinic in the main building. Donation deliveries at market, but market is where they go to get their food. Well, I sure don't see anything that even indicates that anything is remotely ready to open yet. Boom, boom. Okay, nobody coming. Says anything on their sign about it's going to be opening because some free mental health services plant sale at Robb Park. Okay, Robb Park is right near where I live. Must be having a plant sale to benefit the food bank. Well, that was easy. Nobody coming. He said I saw. They're quaint little houses. They're like, they call them like village type. A lot of them, the backyards, or the garages, they enter from the backyard. Not so much the ones on this street, on the right side street. Excuse me, this other side of the street. These are really popular because people can then easily walk down into the little town. Not have to worry about parking. Usually when they go up for sale, they're sold very quickly. Oh, you know, they're cute houses. Oh, there's one for sale. Used to be military housing years ago, and then it was what do you call it, affordable housing for people who needed it, and they were really old, so I tore that down, built those houses. So gosh, those must be there almost 20 years now that I think about it. Now we're coming down into the little town. Off to my right is Martha and Mary, which is where we went by on the way into town that I said my mom and dad lived in until they died. My dad was almost 97 and my mom was 86 when she died. Go back down through town again, and you can see the other side of the road, because I know when we went in I had it showing mainly my right side. This town's cute at night and at Christmas. Of course, we're not here at Christmas anymore. Because they all have lights all lit up. Oh, there's the school bus. They actually went around it and caught back up to it. There's the big building. building on my left. It was on my right when we came down. They're building. Never realize how big a lot is until they start building on it. Here on my right is where the old police department used to be. That's been vacant for years. And I've heard that they were always talking about putting like condos in there or something. Okay, well, I'm going to start wrapping this up. Like I say, tomorrow I go back into town for a urology appointment. Maybe I'll Bob go with me. We can stop and get a mod pizza or something. So I won't be recording it tomorrow. Just be the same old thing as today, basically. Going to the doctor and then finding somewhere else to go. So, once a week is enough for you guys to see me driving around. So I hope you're all having a good week so far. I am. I am, And join me next week. 'Cause next week I'll be going back in, the same doctor as today, having the breathing test. Oh no, that's not next week. Next week's the cardiologist. I can't keep track of them all. So it's the cardiologist's turn to get a piece of the pie. Well, maybe next week we'll go to Hobby Lobby, Kohl's maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we feel like. I think it's supposed to be nice next week. Now tomorrow's supposed to start being nice because Bob was going to work in the yard and kill off some of the weeds that had grown. So please do your usual, and that's comment, share, like, and subscribe. And if you can think of any suggestions or anything you want me to talk about, just make it in the comments below. I love you all. Bye.